Let's take a minute to talk about the Super Bowl halftime show, but not in the way that you think I will. Let's talk about what kind of opportunity this brings up in moments like this to have really good, meaningful conversations with our kids or with our spouse. And are we taking time to take these moments and turn them into teachable moments? I can remember being at the museum with my two older girls when they were about 5 and 4. And there was a little girl who was just a couple years older than them walking around who was obviously severely burned at one point. And my older daughter was looking at her and was concerned. And I said, "We'll talk about it, honey, when we get in the car." And when we got in the car, I shared with her all kinds of valuable lessons about how accidents happen and we don't get to choose what happens to us, and God doesn't cause this, and we have to overcome all kinds of valuable lessons. But the greatest lesson that she learned that day was about compassion. I will never forget that evening at dinner, Anna sat there at that table, and when we asked for intentions, she wanted to pray for the little girl who was burned. And she prayed for that little girl at bedtime that night, and she prayed for that little girl at mealtime and bedtime for about 3 straight months. So my point is this: let's look for those ordinary moments in everyday life where it's an opportunity to talk about more and dig deeper than what we normally talk about. I know that requires a lot of energy. I know it requires a lot of thinking, and sometimes it's a little bit awkward to dig deeper. But it is really important that we just look for those and capitalize on them and make sure we are using them to have those teaching moments. Inevitably, we're going to teach ourselves something from that conversation as well. Here's your challenge for this week. Over the next couple of days, I want you to look hard in the ordinary moments for something that has a little more substance to it, where you can take time with each other to gather to talk about something a little more important. So that just might be something as simple as listening to a song lyric. It may be a moment you witnessed of a good deed at the grocery store, or maybe it's watching the Super Bowl halftime show together. Whatever it is, gather those moments together, just that one little thing, and talk about what it means to you, what hidden values are in there. Just find that moment to make a really good, meaningful connection and make your words matter and your listening matter. So this week, I'm going to share with you a sticker from our Togather for Easter journey. And this one will go right along with just witnessing those moments, having a discussion, and then choosing how you will let it impact you or influence you. So this one says, "Can you think of a time when you made a decision that left you feeling stronger?" Discuss that with your family this week. As always, take time to gather together to grow and speak the words that matter.